You talked about guarding Reggie Miller. People don't really talk about this, but you guarded Kobe Bryant Game 7 of the NBA Finals. You held him to 6 of 24 shooting, which is pretty much impossible to do generally. Do you think there's a reason why your defense isn't talked about as much as it should be?
Because I've been a scorer my whole life. People always talk about what I could do scoring with the basketball, and I never really, when I played, in Milwaukee, we were a good team defense when we won, and then out in Seattle, we didn't play any defense. It was just up and down. I've been good in the systems I've played in, and coming here, I have great team defensive concepts, and so I'm very coachable. When you tell me to do something, I can do it. I'm gonna put my mind to it, and yeah, of course you don't get it right away, but when you focus on something, you get it done, no matter how tough it may be. It's just, this is the task. No distractions. Focus on that. Let's do it. So, when you zone in, you know what you're playing for. You got to do your job, and at that point in the year, it's not even about. I wasn't worried about scoring the ball. Even though I had to help the team win. It was like, this was a guy, if we can keep him from scoring, we'll fare better. But, obviously I did what I could, but it was the other guys that we left a little focus out there on too, just the same.
It's probably something people don't realize how competitive you are. People always talk about how competitive KG is and how competitive Kobe is, but you seem to have that exact same streak. And I was reading, preparing for the interview, I was reading you're a workout fiend. How much of a conditioning guy are you?
I've read some books about some ultra marathoners and how they ride or run 100 milers, and their goal is to see how far their body can go. And so, after reading those books, taught me that my body is capable, way more capable of doing more than what I've allowed it to do. So I like to push my body and don't cry about the things that I feel. And when I feel certain things, just my body can handle it, it can deal with it. And so, in order to do the things I need to do, like, I believe that nobody's in better shape than I am on the floor. And so I push myself over and over again. So when I'm in the game, the other guy's at my mercy when I'm going out to play basketball, because he can't keep up with me. If I keep running, I'm going to get a shot because he's going to tire. I'm going to get down the floor quicker than he is.
Ray, I've covered a bunch of games you played in, including the finals a couple of times, and you're the first guy out there pre-game, 2-3 hours before, just shooting hoop, shooting hoop, shooting hoop. Why are you so committed to your craft?
Because I've always been afraid to fail, and I can be sitting in the room and thinking about all the things I need to do. Like, free throws is the biggest pain for me. Like, I think about free throws nonstop. What if I miss my first free throw? And it just drives me crazy. I need to see that first three-pointer go down. And it's like, it drives me crazy when I'm thinking about it. So I have a uneasy feeling when I'm not next to the court or have the basketball in my hand. I got to get to the floor and shoot free throws until I can get, because it's like a feeling that won't go away if I don't go shoot free throws religiously in between every shot that I take. And so once I shoot them and I know I've swished and I had good comfort, I was breathing good on the free throw line, and I've shot threes running up and down the floor. Once I'm done, I feel satisfied, like, okay, I got it, and I don't have to think about it anymore. But until I do it, I can't get rid of that feeling.
Any sense in practice how many is the most baskets you've ever made in a row?
No, because my philosophy is to make the last 2 in a row that you take. So every time I walk on the floor, I made 2 in a row. So no matter how it goes, no matter how many I've shot in a row, it's like, shooting that shot that, it's like, I think about the game when I hit in Charlotte or when I hit in Toronto or wherever it was. I'm saying to myself, that's the release I need every time. Like, somebody's running out at me, everything is on the line, the pressure, the fatigue, it's the fourth quarter. Like, that lifts, that feeling of, nervousness or anxiousness in my body, that's what I got to have when I practice. So when I walk on the floor, if I can say that I had that and I shot with that feeling, then I'm ready for the game.
Is this your last 2-year deal? Is this it for you or more?
I don't put a limit on it. As long as my body will tell me. It's hard to think about being done when you've done so much, done it for your whole life. Because most of us, when we retire, the chances of us playing basketball again are very slim. And that means, like, you might play it recreationally every now and then, but most guys tend to hang it up. You're coaching with your son's teams, or playing pickup every now and then, but you're saying basically, I'm not playing basketball ever again. And so you let your body dictate. Your body will tell you, and you'll figure it out, and you'll know, like, can you go through 82 games and possibly playoffs? You know, once November comes, October comes, you're thinking about getting ready again. But you know, contractually, you know, that's where your mind is. You know, you so focused and stubborn. You know, coming into August, you hit the streets and start running again, getting your body into shape.
Basketball's been such a huge part of your life. It's obviously a passion for you more than just a job. What are you going to do after the game?
I might become an actor full-time. I might become a politician. You know, I might be just a dad that raises kids and, you know, grows them to be great athletes in the future. So I keep my options open because, you know, there's so many great people out there in the world that I want to meet, you know, and you start meeting people and they have things going on. And that's, I think, how you parlay it into next life.
I bet you there's been some acting offers after your role in He Got Game. People were really impressed.
Yeah, there has, but, you know, I've had people say, hey, look, we have an opportunity for you to do this movie. We got a part for you, but it's in January. We can't pay you. It will require you to miss a few games. And I'm like, imagine that.
Ray Allen will be 37 when his current contract expires. He says he'd like to finish his career here in Boston, a career that's been defined by superlative consistency and driven by the fear of failure, seemingly a hallmark for every NBA great. For Hang Time, I'm David Amber. Thanks for watching.